Hi everyone, welcome to Share and Review. Today we're going to take a look at Auckland International Airport and see how they've been performing. Like normal, before I jump across and share my screen, remember that this is for educational purposes only. It is no way intended for personalised financial advice. For that, you do need to go and talk to your own financial advisor. Let's take a look. Right, I've got Auckland International Airport up here on the screen, and you can see that we have had a couple of weeks of growth, which is good. It's a really good indicator. It does look, just on a face value before I run any moving averages on the screen, that it does look like we are in a little bit of a trading range. You can see that Auckland Airport had a low here of about $7.15, and that was in the middle of September. It has reached a high more recently, sort of December last year, but we're not really sort of seeing much more movement, really. It's sort of bouncing around in those ranges. But let's just have a look at the 5-year, and this really stands out. So over the 5-year period, we had a high in the middle of March 2023. We obviously had a little bit of downward momentum, and then we had a strong upward growth again, but now we've sort of trended down and now just meandering sideways. To me, it's not setting the world on fire, Auckland International Airport. We'll just go back to the 2-year chart, and we'll just a moving average on, and that. So if you follow me regularly, you know that I like to use the 30 exponential moving average, and we'll also put on the 15. Now, because I am using a weekly chart, you'll know, this is a question that someone raised, that the moving averages are also based on a week. Now, if you follow me regularly, you'll see here that I talk a lot about the moving averages, and the red line is the 30-week moving average, and the blue line is the 15-week, so a little bit slower. Auckland Airport has only just last week started, or it's closed actually above. The week before it did close above, but it's not a clear strong candle closing above those moving averages. I like to see that it is definitely above. So I've only just seen last week that it did close above. The other thing to take a look at is with these moving averages, the blue line, which is the 15-week moving average, is still below the red line, 30-week. So the blue line is the faster moving average of the two indicators I have here on the screen. Whilst the blue line is trending upwards, which is a very good sign, it hasn't yet crossed through the 30-week moving average. And for me, that is something that I want to see. So if we look back a little bit further, and you can see back on the chart, sort of around November 2022, you can see that blue line crossed through the red line. So the 15-week moving average crossed through, and then we had a good strong upward trend. Yes, it started to turn at this point here, which was the end of May 2023, and the moving averages didn't cross back down again until around the middle of August that same year, and obviously the share's already in decline. But it meant that that was the signal to me that you would definitely want to be getting out of that particular share, because then, even though it started to rally again, it hasn't been a strong rally that we saw sort of December last year. But then since then, we've really been moving down. To get a good idea as to how the share is actually trading, what we can do is put a longer moving average on. So I'll go and change this 30-week one, and let's just make it a 200 moving average. And you can see here, you can see here that because the share is really underneath that moving average, almost suggests that it could be in a bit of a downtrend. We'd need to wait and see. I mean, this last candle here has closed a little bit higher, so it's closed through that 200 moving week exponential moving average, but to me, it's just not setting the world on fire. It's something that I would want to wait until I saw some clear upward trends. We'll take that off, and we'll just make a comparison to the NZX50 as well. And you can see up here, the NZX50 is basically trading at nearly 13% above where Auckland International Airport is. So again, that is not a strong indicator for me. So at this stage, Auckland Airport it would definitely be on the sidelines. I would want to see it trading through those moving averages that I've talked about. I would also want it to see it trading above what the NZX50 is doing. So I'd want it trading above that main board. So that's my views on Auckland International Airport. I hope it's helped. Just remember to let me know if there is something that you would like me to review, another share on the New Zealand market, or any share for that matter. It's great to be able to pick the ones that you are interested in. So until next week, take care.